channel where creativity's the key. I'm a crafter, a DIY scrapper. Let's bring our visions to life, you see. Let's create together.
Hi, Crafty Angels. Vanessa here from AngelRose Designs. And today, I'm going to be making, or attempting to make, an envelope journal. So, this is my first time doing this, and this is my design team project for Paper Romia. And the principle I'm using is the Lavender Seahorse. It has 10 double-sided pages with 20 prints. It's perfect for junk journals, scrapbooks, art journals, card making, ocean-themed projects. It also has 8 pages of add-on ephemera sheets. And the supplies you'll need for this project is cardstock, your scissors, if I can find mine, scissors, double-sided tape or glue. You can use whatever glue or tape you want to use, your printables, your envelopes, and a paper trimmer. Okay, let's get this show on the road. I'm going to put my scissors there. Well, let's put everything in my little box over here. And I have a couple of pencils here just in case. Well, let's make it just one pencil for right now. I'm going to put everything I need in my little box here, minus my paper trimmer, because my paper trimmer would be kind of big to put in a little bitty old box. Okay? So we got that up there. We got our scissors, our tape, our pencil. Let's put our ephemera in the box. Let's put all of this in the box. We're going to put our printable to the side. And we have our envelope journal here. I already put it together in another video. So I have this is going to be a full-on, what they call it, cover here. I'm going to cover this whole page up. Here we have a pocket. We can cover this up. Here we have a pocket. We turn this. This is going to be covered. Pocket here. Covered. Pocket. Pocket. Cover. See? Nope. Pocket here. And this one's going to be covered. Okay? Okay. So let's get started. And I'm also going to give y'all the measurements to everything that I have already pre-cut. So we have our belly band that is 3 3/8 by 1 7/8, and it is, you can score it at 9 to make the little bend here. Okay, I'm going to show y'all that. And we also have our belly band mat that is cut just 1/4 of an inch smaller to fit on here. Okay, and then we have our mats for the waterfall that is cut at 3 1/4 by 3 1/8, and we have 4 of those. Okay, now for the belly bands, y'all can cut as many as y'all want. Okay, now for the actual waterfall, we have these cut at the same size, but you score at 3.5 to make your lip. Okay. Then we have our inserts here. And I forgot to measure those, y'all. I'll measure them as we go. And here's a template, which is just 1/4 of an inch or 1/8 of an inch smaller than our our actual insert. Okay, so we have the insert that is 3 7/8 by 8 1/4, and then we have the template, the matte template for the insert at 3.5 by 7 3/8. 7 7/8. Okay, so we have all of our pieces pre-cut. Okay, we got all that did it. Put that aside. Let's pull out our tape here. And I also use either a stamping block or a ruler to cut off my tape. Here's my ruler or my stamping block. So I'm going to put those two into my box there. And I have some extra tape on the side if need be. I have, everything set up to go. So we're going to get started here. So let me put this away and we're going to get started. So now, what we're going to do is start here on this piece here. Okay, so I can either use my glue or I can use double-sided tape, whichever I want. So we're going to see which one I choose. This is going to go somewhere else to use. And I got all my firmers there. Now, these are pages. Okay, and I can either use them like so, or I can use them as pages. I can also use my seahorse here, which is in landscape, and I believe I have it also in portrait style. Now, I tend to print extras just in case I may need them. Okay, so we got our seahorse here in landscape, portrait I mean, and you can see I did it in double, but if you look, one's lighter than the other, and it's a different setup. Okay, so we're going to take this and put our seahorse right here. Might cut off a little of it, but I'm going to take this and put as much as I can on here. I'm just going to outline here, and I want it to stop right there. So we're going to pull out a pencil or my crayon here, over here. We're going to cut the fin off here and up here, and I want it to stop right about here. Okay, so we're going to cut all these pieces that need to be on these pieces here, okay, on this side here. So what we're going to do is we're going to get a nail file. As I said, this here is glued shut, so that's one piece. This is a pocket. Here's two pieces, so I can remember what I'm doing. I'm going to get a piece of paper. So we got 1, 2. Then we got a pocket here for our insert. We're going to flip this one over. Here is glue, so that makes 3. We're going to cut all our pieces at the same time, y'all. Here we got pocket. We're going to cut this. That's 4. Here's a pocket. Whoops. Without tearing everything. Here's a pocket. This is 5. So we got a pocket here. The cut here is glued, the opening. So there's 6, 7, 7. And this is going to be one big one. So I'm not going to worry about that just yet. So we have 1, 2, 3, 4. We're going to see, this is going to be a little bit smaller. 5, 6, 7, 8. 5, 6, 7, 8. Okay. So we're going to cut our 8 pieces here. So let me put all this in my box here. And I'm going to cut 8 pieces. So I'm going to go in. We have this one. So what I want next is this one. I want that one. We're going to go through. That's in portrait. We're going to get that one. So that's 1, 2, 3, 4. Five. I don't want to pull the same one twice. 6. 'We're going to do this one, 7. 8. We might have to do some of them twice, but, you know, no harm, no foul. Let's see, do we have this one? No, so we can take this one out and add this one in. Okay? And the rest is all landscape. Okay? So, we're going to take all 8 of these together, put them in our trimmer with these side up. Okay? So, we're going to get our paper trimmer. Get our blade. Make sure this is all even. Put this right there. And don't push it too hard because you don't want your wire in the middle here to go to the side. That's one cut. If you have to make more than one cut, that's fine. There we go. And that's 2 cuts. Now, put that aside. And we have our little trash bin somewhere around, y'all. So we're going to go and we'll cut this side. Okay. I'm going to cut this. And make sure when you do it, you don't go too fast when you're cutting. And I like to start sometimes in the middle or at the top, so it doesn't do too much of a jagged edge. when I'm cutting. Now you can save these pieces. Okay. Okie dokie. We got those pieces. Save these. Can use them for something. I'm going to get these and put them away. We don't need those. And when we don't need to stay in our workspace. Okay. So now we're going to put our trimmer on the side. We're going to bring this back. I'll make the big piece later. So we're going to start over here. And let's see. We may need to trim it down a little more. We'll see. Okay, I don't want this to come too close to the fold here. So I'm going to take this and hold it up. This side, this cut here, this way is fine. But this way is not, so I'm going to go in. I'm going to trim it right here. Right where I'm tracing with my nail. Okay. Okay. So now I'm going to take this. This one I'm going to have to cut different. So, let me see. Because if I do that, I'm cutting half of the seahorse off. So we're going to get all the ones with the floral out. We're going to do the florals first. Okay? So we're going to turn this way. And right on that line I did with my nail. If you can see it in the trimmer, we're going to pull this up a bit. Right there. I can see it's even with that. I'm going to take my blade and just slide it across. Okay? Just go ahead and slide it. And take out the excess pieces. Put them aside. Put your trimmer aside. And we can place these. One's going to go here. Like so. Okay. One here. Put that over. You got one here. And one over here. Okay. Now, when I flip over, my dragon's going to go here on this side. Let me mark the side so I don't mistakenly put it on the wrong side. And then flip this one this way, and it's going to go on that side. Because here's a pocket. Okay? So, when I do my seahorse, it's going to go. So now we're going to go in, and we're going to glue these on. I'm going to use my glue for this. Okay. Put that down. What I'm going to do is take my finger and hold it here and here. I'm going to put my printable right in there, right up to my nail. All the way up. And smooth it out. Let's get Mr. Rolly. Okay. And smooth out that glue. Okay. I'm going to take this one, flip it over. Okay. I'm going to glue this one. Same way. put that back on its thing. I'm going to turn this right side. And then we're going to put it same way we did the other one. Get Mr. Rolly and spread that glue. Oops, not that way. We want it this way. Okay, now I didn't get enough glue there, so we're going to put some there. I need my pen. Where did I put my little box at that had my pens on top? There we go. Clear my nozzle here. There. Okay, we got that side. Now just to double check, we're going to turn this around and we're going to just go in here, okay, and do that. Alrighty, we got that part deaded, okay, and we're going to need to trim this piece here. So we'll get our smaller scissors and just go along that line. Just go along that line, y'all. Okay, got that, clear that, put these back where they go. And there. Now we need one here. So we're going to remeasure. And we're going to pull that there. And go. See? We need to trim it there. So we're going to get our last little pieces. Put them together. And trim them. There. So now I'm going to put one here and we're going to turn it and put the other one right over here where our mark is. Okay? Yo, this nozzle won't stay unclogged right now. Oh,